All right. PhotoLine 18.53. It's not going to look like this, so I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, so options, and first of all, display, user interface, and yours is going to look like this. So activate black mode and say hit apply. This one didn't make change to these icons. This one is set to color with shadow, so it looks like that. It's part of a glow, really. And I set it to this one. It looks better. You can set it to gray as well, and maybe you can make your own. I think I saw a guy do that on the forums, so you might want to check that out. But I'll set it to this one. What we can do here now is go to usage, keyboard shortcut, and let's see. Well, you do want to change the zoom and stuff. So for example, this one, instead of having that this one set to Q, set that to V, just press V and press the sign and it's done. So it's like Photoshop. Same with document tools, magnifier, set that to Z, assign to Z, moving hand, set to space, and so on. This one, that can be as it is. I think this one, no. This one should be R. And oh yeah, by the way, the lasso tools. The rectangle should be M. So you can see I've already done this. So it should be M. Circle should be O. Free should be L. I think that's about it. So just make those changes, the changes that you want. You can see also with actions here. You can create shortcuts for actions. One more thing, and that is make sure this is ticked. Support pressure sensitive tablet. Make sure that's ticked. So, all right. Let's start with the confusing stuff in PhotoLine, and that is the layer size, or the lack of it. So well, I'll just show you actually. So let's take this lasso, or rectangle lasso, whatever. And let's say this is basically the same as copy to new layer. So convert selection to layer. And that's okay. But something is off here. So if I go to the paint tool and start painting, you'll see it's corrupt. And PhotoLine does this to save, well, to be faster, to save speed, or to save resources. So it's going to be faster for you when you do something in PhotoLine. For example, if you have a huge file, then PhotoLine is going to be faster than Photoshop. Not sure how much faster, but from I heard, a great deal. So I think that's the background. That's the reason for doing this. Now, so that's kind of confusing because you can't draw beyond that border. So, for example, if this line here is hidden, like this, oops, like this, then of course that's going to be difficult. You kind of like start to paint, and then nothing happens, and then wait. So this is freeze. There's no space for you to paint on. There's one way to fix it, and that is to go to Layout, Image, bring to Document Size. I made a Shift B shortcut, so I'll just hit Shift B. You'll see that now it works, right? Now it works. So solved, sort of. Now why is it not solved? Well, it kind of is, kind of not. The thing is, when you start to, or continue to draw, well, this is basically like Photoshop, right? Then you move it, then you continue drawing, but hey, you're stuck. And then you go like, well, but the line is here. No, the line is not there. That's the print line. Show the print border. No. Show the layer frame. Yes. So that's your document size. So then you go like, okay, but so how do I fix that? Well, good question. Because if you go here to Layout, Image, bring to document size, it will crop this other stuff. But then you can continue to paint, but it still crop that other stuff, right? So honestly, I haven't used PhotoLine that long to figure out just how to change that size only. Maybe it's this one, because I didn't check that one actually, to be honest. So 228, but if I do that, then it's going to change. Yeah. That did not work, did it? Or did it? Well, actually, yeah, it did. Did it? Yeah, okay. That's it. So that's how you could fix that, actually. But it's too bad that you have to deal with that, because you shouldn't. It shouldn't be like that. It should be, you shouldn't have to fix that stuff, PhotoLine. Should have done that for you, or had the option. Now, of course, so again, this is a confusing stuff, so I'm just going to start with that. So take this one again and take convert selection to layer, and I'm just hiding the selection here by hitting Control 4 and hitting Control 6. So again, we have that problem, but we can use that shortcut that I made earlier. Didn't show you this one, you'll have to find it yourself under Options. But okay, Image, bring to document size. And it's fixed. Well, let's say you didn't do that. Let's say you forgot it. What would have happened is that, for example, you would create this cool adjustment layer, but it would only affect that area. Kind of tricky, right? That's not what we want. So you would have to remember to use that shortcut, Control B. So now you can draw on the whole area, and you can create Gaussian blur effect on the whole area. So that's the confusing part. Let's take one more thing, one more confusing thing. And that is, you create a new layer, and you're going like, okay, nice enough. Okay, so at least this guy here is full size, right? It's the document size. No, not really, because that's only because we converted that by saying image bring to document size. If we hadn't done that, let's just redo that one, last step. If we hadn't done that, this would be, let's see, new document, this would be this size, which is that size right there. Warning. So then you would always have to remember to click on document to get that document size in order to not run into that problem. So now you can paint on the whole area. If you hadn't done that, then when you clicked new layer and didn't click on this one, but this one was active. Now why is this one? I think I took one undo too much. Sorry. So yeah, if you didn't do that, if you didn't click here, only here, then you would get that problem. When you would start to draw, it would be on that area. You don't want that. Simple solution though would be to hit Shift B or blah blah blah, bring to document size. But that's kind of like, that's going to annoy you a lot when you're using PhotoLine. If you can't get past that, then I think you're good to go. Now I could create auto hotkey scripts and stuff that solved it, but I mean, I'm not going to buy PhotoLine 18. Whatever right now. So you can like it on your own, or tell the developers to fix it, so that at least you have an option when you create a new layer to always have this one to the default. So right now you don't. Or just make sure you never copy something to a new layer without, or at least not without, later on going to image, bring to document size. Now there is one thing we could do though, and that is we could go here and let's see, we could create an action. And it's one of the first things I'm going to show you is to create an action. So it's not really all that basic what I'm going to show you, but PhotoLine gives me no choice. So take this one. I'm actually just going to delete that one because I'm going to show you this over again. So we created that selection, right? Now make an action layer document size, or why not just call it layer, or no, copy to new layer, right? Like Photoshop. So click Start Recording, right click, convert selection to layer, go here and say image bring to document size, stop, and that's it. So now I can just play that one whenever I want to say copy to new layer like Photoshop. So problem is that it will always select, after having run that action, it will always select the layer tool. So that's kind of boring, but anyway. So we can now go like that, and let's just go to button mode actually. And then we can always hit that action. Like that. So now you're free to paint on the whole image. It will never be a problem to copy to new layer again. Well, if you run this action. So I think that's nice. Never have to deal with that again, at least. The only thing is that I don't want to have this one. Well, I don't want to always have this one in front of me. So it would be better if I could assign that to a shortcut, but I can't. Sort of, but I can't. So let me show you that. And that should be actions, and that should be the bottom one. Copy to new layer, Control B. Well, that is okay. So I had already done it from before, so actually let's just delete it in case there's some buggy thing. Okay, here Control B will run that, copy to new layer, apply. Okay, that could actually be better than Photoshop. Instead of having to right click and scroll down, just hit Control B, maybe. So anyway, we got that now, and we can go like that, Control B. Okay, there's something wrong with that action. I don't know what it is. I had that happening before as well. This one, you see, it's gone. Control B, assign, apply. Okay, maybe that's it. Control B, yeah, there we go. And again, it selects the move tool whenever you've done that. Is that a good thing? Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. I'd rather wish that it wouldn't, that it would keep my... Well, let's see. Well, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's no big difference from Photoshop. Photoshop will just keep that one selected instead. So yeah, actually we got the same as Photoshop now. Just Control B instead of right clicking and stuff. So just Control B and done. And now we fixed it. So that's for those of you who use that function all the time, and some explanation on what you will run into.